Marcus Aurelius was one of the most powerful men who ever lived. Emperor of Rome, commander of armies, ruler of millions. And yet, when he looked in the mirror, he saw the same thing you do. A mortal, aging, imperfect, temporary. He wrote this in his private journal. Soon you'll be ashes or bones, a mere name at most, and even that just a sound, an echo. He knew something most men never learn. Your appearance is the least interesting thing about you. It's a shell, and shells crack. They fade, they disappear. So what remains? What actually builds respect, influence, and a life worth living? Today I'm breaking down the 4 qualities Marcus Aurelius embodied that matter infinitely more than how you look. These aren't theories. They're principles tested in war, politics, and the brutal arena of leading men. Let's begin. Number 1, competence. In 166 AD, a plague swept through Rome, the Antonine Plague. It killed millions, soldiers, citizens, children. Marcus Aurelius didn't panic. He didn't hide. He organized relief efforts. He sold imperial possessions to fund the response. He stayed at his post while others fled. That's competence. Not having all the answers, but staying functional when everything's burning down. Here's what competence actually means. You can be counted on when it matters. When things break, you fix them. When problems arise, you solve them. When chaos hits, you don't add to it. Most men confuse competence with talent. They think it's about being the smartest or the most gifted. It's not. Competence is reliability multiplied by skill, multiplied by consistency. You know that guy at work who just gets it done? No drama, no excuses. He says he'll handle it, and it's handled. That's competence, and it's magnetic. Because here's the truth. People don't follow potential. They follow results. They don't bet on promises, they bet on proof. Think about the last time you truly respected someone. I guarantee it wasn't because of how they looked. It was because they delivered when it counted. They showed up. They performed. They didn't let you down. Competence is built in repetition. You do the thing. You fail. You learn. You do it again. You get better. You keep showing up until you're the person others call when they need something done right. Marcus Aurelius wasn't born emperor. He was chosen. Why? Because for decades, he proved himself. In every role, in every crisis. He was the most competent man available. Start here. What's one area of your life where you're unreliable? Where you talk but don't deliver? Fix that. Make yourself competent in one thing, then expand from there. Because looks fade, competence compounds. Number 2, self-control. Marcus Aurelius had absolute power. He could have executed anyone, taken anything, indulged every impulse. Instead, he lived simply. He studied philosophy. He woke before dawn to work. He denied himself luxuries that were freely available. Why? Because he understood something most men never grasp. The only real power is power over yourself. Self-control isn't about suppression, it's about sovereignty. You decide how you respond to life. Not your emotions, not your impulses, not your circumstances. Here's the brutal truth. Most men are slaves. Slaves to their anger. Slaves to their appetites. Slaves to their need for validation. Someone cuts them off in traffic and they rage. They see something they want and they buy it without thinking. They feel disrespected and they explode. They think they're free, but they're controlled by every external trigger. Real freedom looks different. Someone insults you and you choose not to react. You're hungry, but you wait because you're training discipline. You want to scroll mindlessly, but you close the app and read instead. Every moment you exercise self-control, you build it. Every moment you surrender to impulse, you weaken it. It's that binary. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the foundation of Stoicism. You can't control what happens, but you can control how you respond. And that response determines everything. Think about the last time you lost control, got angry, said something you regretted, gave in to a craving you didn't need to satisfy. How did that feel afterwards? Now think about a time you stayed controlled. Someone tried to provoke you and you stayed calm. You wanted something, but you chose discipline. How did that feel? That feeling is power, real power. the kind no one can take from you. Here's your practice. Find one area where you're impulsive. Maybe it's food, maybe it's your phone, maybe it's your temper. Master that, control yourself there, then expand, because a man who controls himself can control anything. Number 3, integrity. Marcus Aurelius could have lied. He could have manipulated. He could have broken his word without consequence. But he didn't, because he understood your word is your identity. Break it and you break yourself. Integrity means doing what you said you'd do, even when it's hard, even when no one's watching, even when breaking your word would be easier and more profitable. Most men's words are worthless. They promise and don't deliver. They commit and disappear. They say one thing and do another, and then they wonder why no one trusts them. Here's what they don't understand. People are watching, not just your actions, but the gap between your words and your actions. That gap is your reputation. Small gap, high trust. Large gap, no respect. Integrity isn't about being perfect. It's about being honest. When you mess up, you own it. When you're wrong, you admit it. When you commit, you follow through. Think about someone you deeply trust. Why do you trust them? Because their words match their actions. They've proven over time that they mean what they say. Now think about someone you don't trust. Same reason, opposite direction. Their words are just noise, performance, strategy. Marcus Aurelius lived by this principle. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Not what you say you are, what you actually are when the cameras are off and the crowd goes home. Here's the test. Look at your calendar from last week. How many commitments did you make? How many did you keep? That ratio is your integrity score. If it's low, don't make excuses. Make changes. Stop over-promising. Start over-delivering. Say less. Do more. Because in a world where most men's words are empty, yours can be currency, but only if you make them so. Number 4, presence. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire. Endless demands, constant decisions, wars, politics, crises. And yet, he practiced something radical, being where he was. He wrote, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness." That's presence. Not thinking about yesterday, not worrying about tomorrow, being fully here, now, in this moment. This is the rarest quality in modern men. Everyone's distracted, phones buzzing, minds wandering, physically present but mentally absent. You're in a conversation, but you're thinking about your response. You're at dinner, but you're checking messages. You're with someone, but you're somewhere else. And people feel it. They feel when you're not really there, when you're performing presence rather than embodying it. Real presence is magnetic. When someone is truly with you, fully attentive, genuinely listening, it's rare enough to be remarkable. Think about the last time someone gave you their complete attention. No phone, no distraction, just presence. How did that feel? Now think about how often you give that to others. Probably not often. Here's why presence matters. Attention is respect. When you give someone your full attention, you're saying you matter. When you're distracted, you're saying something else is more important. Presence also makes you more effective. When you're fully engaged in what you're doing, you do it better. No divided attention, no mental residue from the last task. Just complete focus on this one thing. Marcus Aurelius faced impossible complexity, but he simplified it by being present. One decision at a time, one conversation at a time, one moment at a time. You can practice this right now. Put your phone in another room for 1 hour. Have one conversation where you don't think about what you'll say next. Do one task with complete focus. Notice what happens. You'll be sharper, more effective, more connected. Because presence isn't a luxury, it's a superpower. Conclusion. Let's tie this together. Marcus Aurelius had power, wealth, and status. He could have coasted on appearance and position. Instead, he built something more lasting. Character, competence, self-control, integrity, presence. These 4 qualities made him one of history's most respected men. Not his looks, not his title, his character. And here's what matters for you. These qualities are accessible. You don't need perfect genetics. You don't need money. You don't need permission. You just need to start building them. Today, right now. Be competent in what you do. Control yourself before you try to control anything else. Keep your word even when it costs you. Be present in every moment. This isn't fast. Character isn't built in a day. It's built in 10,000 small decisions. The moment you choose discipline over distraction, the moment you keep your word when breaking it would be easier, the moment you stay present when your mind wants to wander. Marcus Aurelius wrote this near the end of his life. Perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. That's the standard, not perfection, but presence. Not pretense, but authenticity. Not apathy, but engagement. Your appearance will fade, your strength will diminish, your youth will pass. But your character, that's yours to build. That's yours to strengthen. That's what remains when everything else is stripped away. So stop obsessing over the shell. Start building the substance. Be competent. Be controlled. Be honest. Be present. Do that, and you won't need to worry about what matters. You'll embody it. That's the work. Now go do it.